Hello again. I wanted to reach out to you all and just chat about my journey. This past week threw a couple of wobblies at me with the full moon and other personal challenges, as life does. Do you ever have wobblies? Where life just seems to be hard work and you start to question everything about your life and your purpose. It can go two ways: down into the depths of depression, or finding a silver lining in that moment of despair. If you've been on this rodeo long enough, you learn to take a step back and pause. It's in that pausing that I find my balance again and know that this too shall pass. Lately, I've been spending so much time in front of the camera and behind the screen, too much time worrying about things I can't control. And as you probably know, too much of anything isn't a good thing. So, in spite of my own personal pressure to post something here and keep the content coming, I had to take a time out and reflect. The best way for me to do that is to get into nature. Take time to pause, time to reconnect. With the warm weather and spring just around the corner, it was the perfect time to get into the garden and start weeding. A great metaphor for life. While I was getting my hands dirty, I felt that pressure subside and my mind relax. I realized this is where I find my peace. Where do you go, or what do you do to find your peace? As for the direction of this channel, I've been wanting to do more than tell the story of my family's history. I want to connect with people and share their stories. In order to do that, I need to tell you my story. I'll begin by giving you a little insight that put me on this path of returning to nature. At the age of 28, I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome after being on the pill for 9 years. The doctors told me the only way to deal with polycysts was to go back onto the pill. That made no sense to me. Going back onto a medication that had caused the problem in the first place? This was my first big awakening. The fact that maybe doctors don't always know what the best way to heal is. We're so quick to give our power away to authorities we believe in. Maybe we should stop and question those authorities before giving our power away. Just a thought. So I decided to take another path and start to educate myself on healing naturally. Then the universe stepped in and I found myself as manager to a health shop. The owner was hugely knowledgeable and set me on a path of discovering the healing potentials of plant medicine. Long story short, after 2 years of detoxing, taking a variety of herbal and vitamin supplements, I was finally symptom-free and my body returned to its natural state of function. Since then, I've become a bit of a fanatic when it comes to natural healing and health. Just ask my family. For me personally, I believe nature has given us what we need to heal, and all we need to do is learn to work in harmony with it and take advantage of the various potentials that plants offer. I don't discredit modern medicine by any means. I acknowledge its life-saving intervention. I have seen both my brother and father's lives saved by it. Unfortunately, modern medicine has got itself entangled in profits and patents, losing sight of its original intention. But alas, I digress. COVID was the next big awakening. I know it was for so many of us. It changed everything as we know it. And while this shift came with huge challenges, in hindsight, it was a positive step in the right direction. It made me realize just how disconnected our lives are from each other and from nature, and just how dependent we are on the system. I felt and still feel the urgency to get out of the city and onto a piece of land, find a place to reconnect to nature and to community. While I may not have found that piece of land just yet, I have found a special place here on the Whale Coast with people that share my vision and are living their version of the vision. These are the stories I want to share with you, people that are living their truth, living with passion and purpose. So I hope you stick around as I discover the locals of Overberg and help share their individual stories. Thanks for joining me again, and see you soon.